This is Bob Maloney from MyMMAnews.com and Art of War Cage Fighting. And my guest today is Angelo Prince Rivera. He's a 2-1 pro fighter, and Angelo was making the trek from Chicago to Philly coming up for the Art of War 30 at the Live Casino on June 23rd. Prince, I guess I can call you Prince. We're boys now. How you feeling? How's your camp been? Before we get into all that, tell me how your body feels. How you feeling, my man?
I feel like I didn't fight last week. I feel great. I'm coming into week number 2 into this camp, but I just came off of a recent dominant performance, and I look forward to eating some more. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I got 2 twin boys to feed and a wife, so I'm licking my chops, and I'm ready for the next one.
How old are them boys?
They will be turning 3 in September.
Oh, they're keeping you on your toes for sure. I love that. Prince, Daddy Prince. I love it.
Yeah,
well, Prince, listen, since this is the first time we spoke, tell me a little bit about how you got to this point in your career. I mean, you had a long amateur career. You put your time in, and now you've gotten some success earlier in your career. What got you to the fight game? Like when you were growing up, were you into it growing up? Tell me just a quick synopsis of how you got here to be going into the cage fighting for real.
Well, let's just say that rabbit hole, it digs super deep. My dad did it back in the day when I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Johnny Garb. So he was one of his teammates. We got history for days. So long story short, been training since I was 5. I stopped when I was 21. Got back into the fight game when I was 25, and here we are today.
Excellent. Well, listen, you got off to a great start. You're coming off a dominant decision, like you said. No, first of all, I also want to say, listen, much respect to you because, you're taking a fight. You're going to Philly. You know that you're going into a hornet's nest. You're going into a guy's hometown, and it doesn't seem to me like it's bothering you. Tell me a little bit about that process when you got the call from Mike Bickings or Jillian, whoever called out to you from Art of War and said, hey, do you want to come to Philly and fight the hometown guy? Because not a lot of guys really want to do that, but you obviously are fearless. So tell me a little bit about that process of getting a fight in the guy's hometown away from your house.
It doesn't matter where the location is, what the time is, and what we got to do. Whether it's a boxing match, whether it's a kickboxing match, whether it's an MMA match, or even a street fight, I'm always game. I work security for a living, so I'm always on the tip of my toes. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it as a challenge, and anything that my head coach, Herc Hayes, lines up for me, it's like, look, we got to get over this hurdle. Now we got to get over this hurdle. My last fight was the same scenario, and I had a dominant performance again. So, I got to do what I got to do until I don't have to do it anymore.
Your opponent, Johnny Garb, listen, I don't know, are you a film watcher? Do you go and see, what he's done in the past, or you don't even care? Some guys want to watch every bit of film. Some guys don't want to watch any of it. How do you, what's your process like? Like, do watched him fight?
I've watched him fight. I cannot lie. But to be honest, at this point and stage of my career, opponents back out to the week of, and then get filled in with new opponents. I've done tournaments before where I can't even scout the guy, you get what I'm saying, until you're in there. Once you're in there, you kind of got an overall understanding of somebody's background, but I expect I'm going to be fighting Leon Edwards every time. So I expect the best of the best in my head until reality sets in and I'm in the cage and I'm like, oh, okay, it's my day. Boom. That's all.
I love it. That's the best thing you really can do. Listen, this to me, I'm loving this fight. I think this is has a really good chance to be fight of the night. Both of you guys love to strike, but I'm sure, listen, I know John works on the ground game, and I'm sure that your coaches have you working on all. But this, to me, looks like a clash of the striking titans. I think you two are going to meet in the center. I think both of you guys are fearless and are going to be throwing hands and kicks. Is that how is that your plan?
To be honest, if that happened, I would love for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I always announce myself as the Strike King as well. And that's because there's more than just the hands. I come with everything. All limbs of my body are utilized as a weapon. And I love to gain more experience. Tossing somebody on their head is pretty easy for me. I've done it in multiple fights where the guy, he's going for air miles and they're gone, but to be able to stand and strike and bang and it's fun, but at the end of the day, you got to go for the win.
Absolutely. Listen, like I said, you're coming into a hornet's nest. Johnny Garb, very popular, been around the area for a long time. And again, once again, respect to you. Prince Rivera, Angelo Prince Rivera Jr. is coming to Philly, live casino, June 23rd, AOW 30. I'm excited to meet you in person and see you do your thing. Like I said, I got this for fight of the night. Prince, give out some shout outs or some love before we go to anybody who's helped you along the way, showed you love. We know what a lonely sport it is in the cage and all the support and love you need just to get it in there. Give some of that out for me.
Well, first and foremost, shout out to my family, specifically my wife, for holding it down while allowing me to go prepare for what needs to be prepared. To take that mental edge off is a lot. So I'm very thankful for that. My family as well, my mom, my dad, and then my coaches, they all know who they are, my teammates, and any of my support beams, as far as friends or even fans. It's just simply because when they reach out, like, that gives me the posture I need to where I keep hammering. And then first and foremost, all my sponsors, Amazaki Dojo, they're the ones that brought me back to life. Advanced Health and Pain Center, they're the ones that keep me going. It's a quick turnaround. A 4-week camp from one fight into another is, it's no joke, so I thank you to Dr. G on that. Tax Security Services, those are one of my sponsors as well, and of course, Strike King. Gotta represent.
For me, it's all those sponsors, because listen, those people that you mentioned, they're the reason that you can survive on the regional scene. These few fighters need all the help you can get, and I'm glad you're getting it. And Prince, safe travels. I can't wait to meet you at the weigh-ins. It's going to be an awesome fight. I'm looking forward to following you for the rest of your career. You're a good dude, and much thanks for your time on this Memorial Day. Have a great week leading up with any weight cuts. Stay healthy. Safe travels. All you.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure can.
All right, awesome. I look forward to fighting Johnny Garb, correct?
Yes.
And I look forward to putting on a show. From what I see, he looks like someone that we're going to be able to bring out the best in each other. So I look forward to that.
Both of you guys are warriors. I can't wait. Mike Bickings and Jillian Peterson put on a great card. You're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of fighters there that are really talented, and I hope you have a great experience, and I know you'll have a great experience. Prince Rivera Jr., give it up, the Strike King.
Hush.